Alright, so after you got your yellow and your black wire cut from the peripheral 4 pin, you can just link them up to your power input on the car amplifier itself. Now most car amplifiers have their power input like this. Now if some are different, you can try to find where the ground and the 12 volt is, also the remote. And I'll explain this remote in a little bit. But anyways, you want the black wire to go into the ground and you want your yellow wire to go into the 12 volt. Now do remember when doing this, always have your power cables unplugged from the wall, so no powers are going through even if the off switch is off. Just remember to do that. And so you can also actually have more than one black and yellow cable in there just to ensure that it doesn't put too much stress into one cable and melt the plastic sleeve on it. I only have one cable because I don't use this often and my cables don't even get warm, so that's why I only have one cable going in. I don't play this for over, I think, 15 minutes, or if you are in a really warm environment, I do suggest you use more than, I don't know, 3 cables at least just to link these. So all the yellows go in here and all the blacks go in here, and if you can't even get more power cables to link the remote so these cables don't overheat. Alright, so after you get your cables plugged in, you do want to get some more power cable and then link the remote, which is in the middle. Could be in a different place depending on your amplifier, but it's usually in the middle. And then link it over to your 12 volt with the yellow cable here, obviously. And what this does, it simulates a car starting up. So that's what it simulates, and you do need it in order to power it up. Alright, so after you made sure everything's plugged in correctly, nothing's hanging out, you can go ahead and just power it up for a test. And there you go, there's power right there. Now if it goes into protect, that means you've got something wrong and it might be causing a short, so it protects it from shorting out some of the fuses here and some internal components of the amplifier or power supply itself. So just make sure everything's correct before powering it on. I just want to mention again about the ground and the 12 volt. You can get more power cables from your other peripherals here. As you can see, there's a lot. And you just cut more yellow and black wires and just link them into there so you can even out the power. So obviously the last thing you need to do is just hook up your car subwoofer or car speaker into the speaker output. Best if you can find out the RMS of your amplifier so you can match it up with the power supply here. But anyways, I'm guessing this is at least 200 watts RMS because it's powering this MTX actually pretty well. But anyways, I have it here bridged. So what that means is that I'm using all the power from this amplifier just to power up one car subwoofer. Alright, so last thing you need to do is find your music source. It can be almost anything, iPod or a home theater receiver or amplifier, and just hook it up into the input. And so obviously on car amplifiers they only have regular RCA inputs and outputs. Just take them, plug them in, and there you go, linking to your, let's say, iPod. Now what I have here is a Y splitter, which makes one 3.5 millimeter cable or port and splits it into a left and right RCA cable or jack, as you can see. And then here's a 3.5 millimeter cable. And then you take this 3.5 millimeter cable and you plug it into, per se, your phone, your iPod, iTouch, iPhone, doesn't matter, whatever has a 3.5 millimeter jack. This will work, and that counts as your music source. And so that's how you hook up a computer power supply to your car amplifier and car subwoofer or speakers. And do remember, it doesn't matter what kind of amplifier you get. This is a 2-channel. You can get a monoblock Class D, especially if you want to power up a car subwoofer. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully I made it all clear and detailed as possible. But if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to let me know or personal message me. I'm cool with that. And so yeah, other than that, thanks for watching.